So I was just talking to a friend about this the other day. He was using AI to help outline this massive presentation, right? And the second his manager walked by his desk, he just instinctively minimized the window, like hit it. He told me it felt like he got caught playing video games or something, not actually working.
It's this weird nagging feeling, isn't it? That little voice in your head that kind of whispers, are you taking a shortcut? Is this real work? You know you're just trying to be more efficient, but you still get that little pang of guilt. If that sounds familiar, trust me, you are not the only one. And yeah, there's a name for that feeling. It's being called AI shame. It's this messy combination of guilt, like you didn't really earn the result, a fear of what your colleagues might think, and just total uncertainty about the rules. Because let's face it, for most of us, there are no clear rules.
Exactly. And the wildest part is that this isn't just something new hires feel while they're trying to prove themselves. Nope, this goes all the way up to the C-suite. Even senior execs, the same people pushing for AI in the first place, are feeling this pressure too. That really gets to the heart of it. It's creating this strange tension in the workplace. You could almost call it an AI class divide between the two groups using these tools the most, the youngest people in the office and the most senior. And the fascinating part? They're both feeling the shame, but for totally different reasons.
For Gen Z, it really comes down to authenticity. I mean, they grew up with this tech, so using AI is second nature, but they're worried their bosses will see it as cutting corners or that they're not bothering to learn the fundamentals. The fear is being seen as lazy.
Right, but for the executives, it's all about credibility. They cannot risk looking like they've outsourced their strategic thinking to a machine. Can you imagine the fallout if it got out that the CEO's big new vision was basically co-written by AI? It could totally tank their professional reputation.
And this isn't just a hunch. We're seeing it in the data. A recent survey of 1,000 U.S. workers showed this divide is very real. Both Gen Z and the execs feel like they're in a tough spot. They see how powerful AI is, but this weird undefined company culture is making them hesitant to use it out in the open.
Okay, so we've established the feeling is real. It's happening everywhere, top to bottom. That brings up the big question, why? Where is this stigma actually coming from? Why does using a tool designed to make you better at your job feel like a dirty little secret?
Well, it really just boils down to a vacuum. Companies are sprinting to get the technology, but they're forgetting to build the culture to support it. So there's no formal training on how to use these tools well. There are almost never clear written policies, which just leaves everyone guessing. And without those two things, you can't build a healthy cultural norm.
In that vacuum, it just gets filled with our own personal anxieties. You're left totally alone to grapple with these really big philosophical questions. Is this lazy? Am I stealing credit? Is this unfair to the person sitting next to me who's doing it all from scratch? When there's no guidance, you're just stuck with your own inner critic, which is never a good place to be.
You're so right. And while AI shame feels like a personal problem, its ripple effects have a very real and very negative impact on the company's bottom line. This isn't just about feelings. We are talking about tangible business costs. Oh, absolutely. The hidden costs are huge. The single biggest hit, a full 40% of the damage, is just missed innovation. Think of all the great ideas that never see the light of day because people are too scared to experiment. Right behind that, at 35%, is a direct drop in productivity. And that last chunk, 25%, is a slow but steady drain on morale, which just poisons the culture over time.
Okay, so that all sounds pretty grim, I know, but the good news is this is a completely solvable problem. The solution isn't to ban AI or restrict it, it's to do the exact opposite. Lean in and intentionally build what you could call an AI-proud culture, a place where using these tools smartly is something to be celebrated, not hidden.
And there's a really clear three-step way to get there. First, you have to build genuine AI literacy. Not just how-to guides, but a real understanding of what these tools are good at and what they're not. Second, formalize some guidelines. Take away the anxiety and the guesswork. And third, and honestly this is the most critical step, leaders have to go first.
That last one really is the game changer. The stigma starts to evaporate the minute a senior leader stands up in a big meeting and says, "So I used AI to help me analyze this quarter's data, and here's what it helped me find." When the people at the top model how to use AI smartly and openly, it gives everyone else permission to do the same. The whole conversation shifts from, "Are you cheating?" to, "How can we all use this to get better?"
So, when you boil it all down, this is really about moving AI out of the shadows and just treating it like any other powerful tool in our toolbox. It all comes down to transparency and leadership. Which leaves us with one final question for you to think about in your own workplace. Is it time to join Team AI Proud?